Good?
Okay, yeah. We're good.
All right. Rory, do it.
Do it.
Kicking off with I just got something on my heart.
You got something on your heart? Let's hear what's on your heart.
I just wonder if you guys knew that today more than ever, it's essential that we're making the right decisions to keep our bodies healthy, to live better, be resilient, take control, and be proactive over whatever the world throws at us. But we are overloaded with nutritional information, leaving us with more questions than answers. Does that even work? Can I trust it? Will that work for me and my goals? How do you know what your body uniquely needs unless you ask it? For the truth seekers, the change makers, and the goal getters, the answer is inside of you.
Oh.
Inside of you.
Oh,
But it is
inside of you.
tracker. That's where we're
I
going.
don't want you inside me.
Oh, no. I don't want you ever to mention.
Are you
that
ready to
again,
take
ever.
control of your health and wellness journey? Unlock the power of your potential with Inside Tracker. Inside Tracker analyzes your biomarkers, DNA, and lifestyle to create customized action plan of action-backed recommendations to help you perform your best, recover as quickly as possible, and help you live a longer and healthier life. But I think we were all talking before this. It's a pretty legit platform.
It is actually pretty
They
cool.
do a good job.
Yeah.
We both were, we were talking about biomarkers, and we went and we looked at the website. So authentically a big fan of Inside Tracker.
100%. Good people do a good job.
Totally.
Tests are comprehensive.
Yep.
We were just talking testosterone levels.
Yes, we were.
Actually, before this, because we're all varying ages here. Actually, today is Rory's birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
What'd you say? We say 51?
I'm 52.
52?
I'm the only one here on the back
41.
nine.
39, 33. All right, so my last Inside Tracker was 618 on testosterone.
Dang.
It fluctuates a little bit over the last couple tests. I'm trying to pull it up. My free testosterone is a problem. I'm like 7.4.
It's a little low.
A little low. So
It's crazy how...
Inside Tracker tells you all of these things.
It's true.
It does. And do you look at the recommendations? I found it interesting.
Do I look at them? Yes.
Yeah.
Do I ever actually
Take
implement them?
Some of them we probably already did.
Let's be honest, no. But it does give you like things and stuff you can do to change or help. Like it gives you, like if something's good, it's green. If it's yellow, it needs some work. And then red means, hey, you should go see a doctor.
Speaking of changes that you can make without their recommendations per se, you said, I'm going to segue you into another commercial here. But because this episode is also brought to you by RP, and they made some changes to the app that I thought was cool, and I think that was basically because of you.
Because of me, yep. Yep. Nick does not like that did not like in the beginning that I do intermittent fasting. But
and you couldn't flex the app.
You couldn't flex it. The only way you could do it was to adjust your wake time, what time you get up in the morning, to your eating window. And
so it was like I don't wake up until 2 in the
I don't
afternoon.
wake up till noon, you know. And
so now you can tweak that around. I don't know if you've ever seen the app. It's cool. It's really cool.
Jim actually has a coach now.
Nathan's coaching me, and I had been fasting, and really, I like that, especially as a lifestyle too. Sometimes my first workout, I didn't really feel like I had the energy I needed, so I've tried to go back to eating, and I'm not really that happy with it, but I'm going to kind of hang in there. But he said he'd go back to helping me with the fasting piece if I wanted to, so. They'll work with you and kind of tailor make what you're doing to your lifestyle.
What do you do for food, you big unit?
So
think about it?
Yeah, I prefer to train fasted. So I usually train first thing in the morning or by 8 or 9 when I drop the kids off at school. But I'm meat and potatoes, man.
Yeah.
Meat, potatoes, as little vegetables as I possibly can get by with. And it's worked for 41 years, so I'm going to keep pressing on.
Yeah.
Really strong.
You looked a little weak, though, on your lifts today.
Yeah.
I saw that you had to basically almost re-dip when you were push pressing 285 or whatever that was. Yeah.
Muscle clean 295. Oh, yeah. This is a broadcast. All dudes here. So, ladies, if you don't want to hear what we have to say, you might as well turn it off now.
Or maybe they do. Maybe they do want to hear it.
You got Jim. You got Derek Robinson, D-Rob, Nomad. Is that still your?
Yep.
Nomad. Rory, myself. Did I already say Ben behind the camera?
No,
Ben's here.
but here I am.
Yep, we're all here. So we don't really have a plan. Derek's one of my longest fitness friends. I don't want to say oldest, longest fitness friends.
Longest fitness friends, yeah. Right after the 2010 season, we met at the Arnold of 11.
Yep.
And then it was like, hey, you're in Tennessee, I'm in Tennessee. Maybe we should work out together.
Work out, come on. So.
And then it turned into, okay, maybe I'll try this CrossFit competitive thing. And
yep, you're on the first Mayhem team that went to regionals.
First Mayhem team, yeah. We missed the games by one muscle up, but we don't have to talk about that.
We won't talk about that. We'll bring that up.
And then twice more as an individual, and now I'm just a dad that's trying to stay
fit.
jacked.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Tell me about before that, though, your football background.
Football background, so I was a really skinny kid when I was growing up. Mom and Dad did not let me play football until I was actually a sophomore in high school. Go out there, and I got ran over. There's this guy named Keith Brooks. He played in college as well. Ran me over in practice, and I said, never again. So from that point forward, I made it my job to just hurt people on the field.
Who was it,
so,
Keith?
Keith Brooks.
Who's laughing now, Keith?
Yeah. We faced off in the Arena League a few years later, and I got him back, so it's fine.
Nice.
So was fortunate enough to go to college, played football, played a little after in the Arena League, never got on in the NFL, and started working, and just fitness has just been – I still train like I'm playing and just love it.
Yeah, and now affiliate – oh, no, we're affiliate owner.
We're affiliate owner, yep. Sold when we moved the building into its current location, or the gym into its current location, and travel around the country for work and visit a lot of gyms, come over here when I can, and just get after it.
Yeah.
The first time I was ever around you, you were rowing, and your pull is so strong that I thought you were going to break that rower. I mean, it was
You might
like,
have broken the rower, but
yeah,
you know.
like I was just like, holy smokes.
By
Yeah.
the way, you owe us $1,000.
Did I work that in?
This up.
I tried to work that in, Rory.
What was there was one of the regional workouts that year was like a 405 partner deadlift or something, and some handstand push-ups, or
Yeah, it was Darren and I
Yeah.
were paired together. So, you've got like 6'1" and 5'9", or however tall he is. So our bar is like this, like dink-donk, dink-donk
Derek's
the whole
like in
time.
the middle of the bar. Darren's barely hanging on because Darren was doing all of the handstand push-ups for it.
Well, I went out excited first, and I was the first guy to the wall. And I think we had to do like 20 or 30. So I did like more than half. And Darren's like, what are you doing? Save yourself for the deadlift. So then he bangs out the rest. We go under the wall, the girl, or however we've switched. But then, yeah, the deadlifts just looked ridiculous. Like,
Yeah.
I had 2/3 of the bar, and Darren was crammed on an end. Yeah.
So good.
So who all was on that team? Besides, so
Derek, Thomas, Darren.
Correct.
And then Jackie, Lauren, and
Jen.
Yeah.
Yep.
So some faces, I think, on here. So Lauren was on our team when we were at the games in my first year, 15.
Okay.
And she actually was on the games the year they went to the games. Ben Rogers took your spot that year.
Yep.
And they made it Thomas, Darren.
So that was 2012, because 11 and 13 I competed as an individual. Looking back on it now, it was a great experience, but 12 was the best chance I had for a top 10 finish. I was never going to make the games, just based on my size alone. But that was the year they had like heavy deadlifts, 100-pound dumbbell, things that I'd love to do.
Yep.
But it wouldn't have mattered. I wouldn't have made the games, but
Would have had some breakout moments.
Would have had some fun.
Would have had
It'd been
some Sports Center.
it'd have been a
like-
lot cooler to say I was top 10 versus 17th.
For
but
sure.
Whatever.
Who's counting?
Who's counting? Yeah, that's
Who's
who's counting.
counting? I thought this was funny. I was reading my Inside Tracker recommendations. Take a creatine supplement. Take a probiotic. Eat high fiber fruit 2 times per day.
Nah.
Try integrating variable resistance training.
Be a good idea for
Continue high intensity interval training. Start high intensity interval training. Drink beetroot juice. Monitor rest periods between sets. Eat vegetables 3 times a day. Eat a meal before and after a workout. Slowly increase the weight of your lifts. Separate strength and endurance. Sleep 8 to 10 hours, or 7 to 8 hours. Avoid sugar sweetened beverages, and keep exercising 150 minutes per week.
They're all logical and
Pretty
good
close,
explanations.
you know. Like I just need to change a couple of those.
Where's the alcohol recommendation on
In
there?
there,
Perfect.
1 drink a day.
Got some booze in that cup.
I wish. No. Yes. Straight
It's a guy's
whiskey.
show.
This would not be good
Yeah.
if that was straight whiskey for me.
No, it would
No, it
not.
would not. So, yeah. Yeah.
Segue this into the holidays. Question for you guys.
Yep.
Because obviously we've got our own agenda with Black Friday, but where do you stand on Black Friday? Are you guys like? Some people are like,
it cannot
hugely-
start on Thanksgiving.
Some people are hugely anti.
I'm anti until it needs to start on Friday.
Yeah.
You can
And
say
I think it should all
midnight
be
is fine.
cyber at this point.
Well, with the whole COVID thing, it's like a whole month now.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You know, there's no
Yeah,
more.
What is it? There's no like. It was
Yeah.
been cyber.
Pre-pandemic, I'm a huge
November.
Black Friday guy.
Really?
Love
Like, are
it.
you like
Love it.
Are you like at Walmart at midnight, like bowling people over kind of guy?
That's crazy.
No, like
Well,
that's
he,
stuff
he-
I
well,
always
he
am,
and I
like,
were just talking
disgusted.
about this when we were talking about guns. So Dick's used to have, before they got rid of a lot of their guns, they used
Watch
to
your
have
mouth.
they used to have a BOGO deal where I would go and stock up. I would buy the limit on 223s or shotgun shells, and that'd be my ammo for the year. So
be
now they're
gone.
not doing
All
that.
gone now.
Yeah. So, but yeah, huge Black
Can
Friday.
we start? Thanks a lot, Biden. Yet? Can we start that yet? 'Cause
I
there
don't-
was thanks a lot, Obama.
Print the
Thanks,
shirt.
Obama. Yeah.
Print the shirt?
Just kidding. Everybody, chill the f out.
But seriously,
Okay,
but all
sorry.
animals can be hard. I'm
Break that down, though.
fine
But you
with
would
black-
physically go.
Yeah, my
And
wife
be
and
there.
I. So I grew
Oh,
up
yeah,
in
your wife.
Ohio.
His
Mom and
wife's
dad are
big time.
still in Ohio, so we would drop the kids off, get a hotel room for the night after
wow.
Thanksgiving, obviously, and then get up and hit the Black Friday sales.
Wow.
Love it. Yeah.
You're
Amazon's ruined me. I don't want to go in stores anymore.
Yeah.
You know, I want to just click on what I want and have it sent to the house. It's like
Amazon
Christmas
is
at my
incredible.
house.
I'm
Bro.
fine with Black Friday. I'm fine with it. It should not start on Thanksgiving, though. Like midnight. I think it should start at midnight. When you start like,
It does.
3 o'clock. No, people start at like 3 o'clock
Yeah,
on Thursday.
some open. Some of the department
Like I hate
stores.
that. You're taking
Yeah.
away from. I think
That's lame.
Thanksgiving might be one of my favorite holidays, actually.
For sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
Every year
And
Detroit
it always
loses.
gets a little overshadowed by Christmas because everybody's trying to rush through it. I just want to enjoy. Got to watch the Lions lose every Thanksgiving.
Check.
And then
It's tradition.
eat food.
Yeah.
I want to enjoy that. Don't take my family away at 4
Yeah.
o'clock in the afternoon.
Drown your sorrows.
Does your family take themselves away?
No.
Okay.
Hillary has done a couple Black Friday things. Things change when you have kids, though.
Yeah.
Especially when you have 3, because 3 kids is really hard.
Oh, yeah.
It's awesome, but it's really hard, especially when you have a trice.
Yeah. It's like juggling 2 balls is, it's
It's
like,
doable.
do it with one
It's
hand.
basic.
Yeah.
It's
You
not
have 2
easy.
hands.
Yeah.
But you just put a third ball on there and pew,
Gone.
yeah.
What do you guys do? It's your home.
For Black Friday?
Yeah. What's your?
My wife is super dialed in with like Amazon. Like we've got an Amazon cart that's like ready to go, and she'll just go bink, hit the button.
Yeah.
But she's fairly dialed in. But I never ever gone and like to a store on Black Friday, and absolutely
either.
not interested in it. And when I see people when I see the fights, I'll watch it. I think it's hilarious. Like a terrible social critique on who we are. As Americans, but when I see like the fist fight videos and people fighting over like
Over a
packages and
$99
Xboxes,
TV.
Yeah.
oh my gosh, dude.
I went one time before we had kids and bought a TV, and I still have that TV. And I don't even know if it was that great of a deal, but at the time I was like, yeah, I'm going to do this.
It's the excitement. It's
Yeah,
the
heck yeah.
rush.
Are the quality of the products that they're offering like as
Honestly,
good,
I couldn't
or do they
tell you
drop
one-
quality for
I
the
couldn't
for
tell
that
you
No,
Black
weekend?
Friday.
you
You
find
get
some
good
good
deals.
stuff.
I think you
That's
find
some
good
really
stuff, but
yeah.
like they'll advertise 70-inch TV, $299. Well, there might be 3 in the store.
Right.
Right. So unless you're willing to fight for it, or you get there in your first line to get a ticket, you're not going to get that item.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know enough about. Honestly, I don't watch enough TV to know what the deals are anymore. Like,
Yeah.
we watch Disney Junior. That's about it. And usually they're just pushing toys. So, my kids are like, oh, I want that. Oh, I want that.
That's why you got to go to the app, man. No commercials.
That's true. We do
Disney Plus.
We do Disney Plus a lot.
Mandalorian, dialed in.
I haven't
Love
watched
it.
Mandalorian.
Are you on season 2 already?
Yeah. My kids love it. Dude.
Really?
Oh,
I mean,
Baby
well,
Yoda.
kids- can the
They
kids-
want Baby Yoda Legos for Christmas.
So the kids
because
can
of the
watch
show.
it?
Oh, yeah, for
Okay.
sure.
All right. Let me have to start that. Lakeland loves. Actually, all the kids love Marvel stuff. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Trice just runs around the house yelling Hulk smash.
Yeah.
Hulk
Yeah.
mash. Hulk mash.
Yeah, Mandalorian is like as tame or more tame than like a regular Star Wars
Okay.
flick.
Star Wars. is
Well, and it's
family
amazing, too, how well it's done compared to how bad some of the later movies
friendly.
were made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's because of Favreau, or however you say his name, the guy from Iron Man. He directs all those.
Favreau.
He writes them.
Okay.
And,
He's
yeah,
good.
He's very good.
Iron Man 1 and 2 are my favorites.
Yeah.
Are on my top 5 list.
Yeah.
Of Marvel movies. He's good.
Yeah. Great series.
Yeah.
You seem like you're kind of a Star Wars nerd. No offense.
I'm big into the whole genre: Star Wars, Marvel.
But
all
you, but
that.
yet,
I
but
love
you
Marvel.
still refer to him as Baby Yoda because I've been berated.
Everybody's like freaking out about it.
It's not
Yoda,
Baby
right?
Yoda. No, this is like after the Empire and all that.
Oh,
So,
okay.
but everyone my kids refer to it as Baby Yoda, so I've taken on that. So,
But I thought
I'm with
everybody
you.
called it Baby Yoda. I don't know.
not like super nerds.
See, I like Star Wars, but I'm not obsessed with Star Wars.
yeah,
I like Star Trek. The new Star Treks with Chris Pine, incredible. I
yeah,
thought.
those are good.
Those are great.
Nobody will give you a hard time unless they're they're like way too into it.
Gotcha. Yeah, somebody
like, oh,
was
this is
it
the
you?
Corellian universe,
Somebody was
2
talking
years
about it
later.
the other day. Was it you guys? We're talking about Baby Yoda, and they're like, "It's not Baby Yoda. He's
Yeah, Scott was very
That
passionate
sounds like
about
Scott.
Baby
That sounds
Yoda.
like
Scott.
Scott.
Does
I
he
don't
like
know.
LARP with fake lightsabers?
No, dude, I want to do that one time. I want to go
No.
like Role Models, the movie Role Models. I want to just show up to one of those and be like, fighting, and somebody hits you, and you're like, "You're dead." No, I'm not. So I want to be Paul Rudd in that. You know, like where
It
I'm
would,
like,
what would be really fun is actually we used to watch him, and because Boz told me a funny story, and I was like, I have to see this. He would go and he would park his car with a cup of coffee, and he
Just
would
watch?
watch them, and they were super unfit. So it would be like me versus Ben. It was like at minute 3 and 1 second, like they're all just hands on the knees. So like if you had any amount of fitness, you would just be killing fools left and right. Just a little bit of endurance with your broadsword.
Role Models is such an underrated, I think, comedy
Very,
as well.
very
it's
good
so
show.
good.
Movie.
I was,
yeah.
I was having breakfast the other morning at Cracker Barrel, and some kid comes in with a baby Yoda. And I don't have any idea what that is, but he had it wrapped up in a little blanket, and he was maybe 12. And I was like, hell no. My boy is not walking into Cracker Barrel with a wrapped up baby Yoda. And I don't know anything about it, but that's not happening. And I don't know. You can say what you want to say.
He can bring his Hulk in. Trice can carry his Hulk
I'm
around.
down with
we
that.
ain't holding nothing wrapped in a swaddle.
No.
Other than Jesus, you know?
Yeah, that's right.
I'm kidding.
We pray to baby Jesus at our house. Oh, wait, that's a movie.
I would support my son with a Yoda, just because
You would?
You know, well,
You'd let that go?
He's like the master teacher of all time.
Yeah, but
It's a
if
baby.
if
my son wants to
like,
Jedi train, I support that.
Man, you're a better father than I am.
You know, with some restrictions, but yeah.
You're not bringing it into Cracker Barrel.
That's true.
actually, so I'm now, my goal is now we have Disney Plus, and then so on Thursdays we've been doing just a longer endurance piece. So I've been trying to watch all the Marvel movies in order.
Yeah.
It's been pretty fun, actually. I'm still, I consider, like, my top 5, I consider Infinity War and Endgame the same movie because it's kind of the saga.
Yeah.
That's obviously the pinnacle. I really, like, I'm go back and forth between Captain America, Winter Soldier. I really liked Winter Soldier.
It's very
the
good.
First 2 Iron Men, and then Thor Ragnarok. Those are my 5s.
It's like, shoot me now, but I'm not a Captain America fan.
Really? I don't.
He's my least favorite
Really?
character.
I think I like the idea of Captain America more than I actually like Steve Rogers, or
Yeah.
more than I don't like.
He's
Chris
a little.
Evans.
He's a little too
He's
pretty.
a little soft.
Yeah, just a little too
soft
pretty.
for me.
Yeah.
Which
And,
I mean,
and the backstory and stuff too. I'm just like,
I don't know. I'm just not a huge Chris Evans fan, and I sometimes attach
Him to the role.
Right. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a little too soft.
Where do you guys stand on the Wonder Woman?
I do like Winter Soldier though.
The Wonder Woman.
Actually,
I don't know
really
anything about
as far
those
as
movies.
DC goes.
Yeah.
Those are the best DC movies
For sure.
And I like that my daughter loves it.
yeah.
And so I like it.
I actually like that one.
Yeah, no, they're
I watched
great.
it. I was like, okay, that was.
Yeah, it's good. I want to.
Yeah.
I've been looking forward to the new one because me and Lakeland, like, she loves.
So
that
that's
stuff.
going to come out Christmas
Christmas
Day,
Day.
but it'll be on HBO Max if you don't want to go to a theater.
Yeah,
So I would sign up for HBO Max just for Wonder Woman 84.
I know. I want to see it. Yeah, me too.
There's some good series on there too, like Dude series. They're
Really?
good. Yeah, his Dark Materials,
Yeah.
awesome.
On HBO.
HBO Max.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't think anything replaces Batman though.
The Dark Knight
Dark Knight.
trilogies.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
With Christian Bale, the
Yeah,
best.
the
by
Nolan
far.
films are by far
Incredible.
the best.
Like
Yeah.
you watch it because Marvel, you watch it, and you're like, oh, it's fake. You know, it's cool, it's great, I love it.
Yeah.
Everything's great, but it's fake. You watch those Batman, and you're like, that's fake, but it looks real.
Yeah.
Yeah, but those are
Yeah.
it's a rich guy with
Yeah,
all these gadgets fighting like criminals that could happen in real
Right,
life.
right.
We're not
Right.
talking like this new stuff with the
No.
flying people
Yeah,
and
yeah,
all that.
for
With their,
But you're still kind of like, nah. I really
That's
could
really
have
cool.
You know, like when is it the second one where he releases that like balloon and the plane catches him and takes him? And you're like, this shit's not real. And then
with
you're
Bane.
Like,
Yeah.
does that happen?
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, so it's so good.
If it's not real, it's a great idea.
No, I know. We should try it.
We should definitely try it. We got to jump out of some stuff last week.
Yeah.
Some helicopters and some.
And planes. And
That was cool.
Blow
Did you
stuff
see any of
up.
that?
I saw some of the stuff. Did you guys do any like hand-to-hand combat training?
No, we didn't get to do any
Not
of that.
officially.
Not
No, we
officially?
did play. We did
We shared a
play.
hotel room.
Can't
though.
talk about
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Don't ask, don't tell. We did play ultimate football. We ever played ultimate frisbee?
Yeah.
So we played the same thing, but with football, just because you never know. Well, it was super windy.
It was the highest strain score they've ever had on Whoop.
It
was
was
so difficult.
My heart
Wow.
rate, I think, got to like 195 because it's all. We played all underhand. Turns out, I've talked to some people. They play overhand as well. I feel like overhand would have changed that game though. But anyway,
For the better or worse for
for
us?
us, better.
Better. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was fun. It got intense though. We
Now,
played
was
two
it a-
15-minute halves.
Was it mixed teams or was
No.
it Mayhem versus
It
the
was
Army?
Mayhem
versus
versus
Mayhem.
Army. So it was 3 guys and 1 girl on each team, and man, it was intense.
Episode, you won't see that today. It was episode 1 publishes today.
We need.
When does this episode go out live?
I'm gonna put this up tomorrow.
Okay, cool. So
we
people
need
will
to-
have already seen
I was
that.
telling them we need to have the football game needs to be its own video. Like
I think it
when
would
they
play
score, they like have the running total. It was 2 15-minute halves, and by 10 minutes or 8 minutes in, you're like, Jim, what's the time? Where are we at?
That was crazy.
And
That
they're
was
like,
some serious fitness
Are you
involved.
sure are you sure you're looking at the clock? Like it was awful.
That's right. Yeah, everybody's getting mad at Jim. He's like, I can't fix that. It's a clock.
Jim's like, I'm looking. Are you sure? You didn't pause it? Because it was. Oh man, it was 2 15-minute running halves with a 5-minute break.
Well, it was supposed to be your warm up. You guys were
we
going to
like,
run.
oh, we'll use this as a warm up.
Yeah.
it turned into the workout real quick. We were like, everybody got done. We're like, all right, we can do something else, but it's gonna be a little bit less intense because
That
it was
wild.
It got hard fast.
How was the fitness level like once you got into the gym? Obviously, Chandler's super fit. How was the other people?
Yeah, they're all super fit. You know, I think the big thing on some of them is some skill stuff, which I think we're going to start doing some stuff with them through Mayhem Athlete. But it was cool to, to see everyday soldiers doing the stuff. So it was pretty cool.
The people that were there with us all competed either individually or on a team at Wadapalooza. So
Okay.
there's, their skill
They're
level.
fit. Yep.
Yeah.
The coolest part of the whole trip for me was watching those helicopters land in the beginning. Those little bird helicopters. I don't know. You might know what kind they were, but when
UH-64 is a Chinook, but I don't know. No,
Yeah,
call them
they-
little birds.
There's
they
Vietnam
landed-
era
Yeah.
helicopters with some major upgrades on tech. But
on that little pad, and then you guys came walking out, and that one pilot came walking beside you, and he had some kind of Darth
Vader helmet? Yeah.
helmet on, and you're just like, the whole thing was badass. I was like,
Oh
that's
yeah, I
pretty
saw
legit.
that clip where
Yeah.
you guys were coming out and you're
yeah, don't chop my head off. Yeah, no, and then we got to like land on some stuff. Like he had shipping containers. They have set them up to where they act like they're landing on top of a building and doing all these maneuvers, and you're just like, holy cow.
Now you guys had tandemed jumped before, right?
I've
You guys had just
tandemed 2 other times, yeah.
Was this tandem as well?
Yeah.
And did they do anything different?
No. Other than the 2 times I've gone before, we were in such a small plane you couldn't stand up, so you just kind of scoot over to the door. And we were just talking about it. They wanted me to like give this little like intro to the episode, so I'm trying to yell and talk. And the guy that's strapped to me, I'm supposed to give him a thumbs up, and we go right. And so if you watch, you got to pay attention to the video because I give him the thumbs up, and then you see me step to go to jump, and he's like, "No, not yet." And so I'm like pulled back, and then we jump out because I'm like, as soon as I give him the thumbs up, I think we're jumping out.
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, hold on," and I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah, good thing he was like strong at all, right? Because otherwise it's been like Rich takes this is my show, bitch.
Peace. Yeah, so it was fun. It was. It's fun. It's awesome. Like it's a cool thing to do. I don't want to do it again unless I can jump by myself. Like I want to do that. Like I've done the tandem thing. It's a lot to do for like. We were talking. I've done so many stupid things in my life that it doesn't really like. All these guys are like like getting hyped up, and I'm just like, oh, here we go again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tasia was terrified. And Rich was like, they had to just kind of poke him, like, hey man, how you feeling? And you could see the video, and he's like, you could see Rich's internal dialogue was like, I'm supposed to act like I'm scared right now. yeah, getting real fired
I
up.
think Tasia's heart rate got to like 140 or something like that.
During the jump?
Yeah.
I never thought she'd actually get out of the plane.
Honestly, I didn't. I'm impressed that she did.
Yeah.
She, if you just saw her face the whole time while they were going through this. Well, and so we went in Chattanooga, us 3, and we walk up and they're like, all right, put the harness on. You're going to do this, this, and this. Oh, it's too windy. All right, you can't jump today. And the guy freaks out, the owner. He's like, come back in an hour and we'll jump. We're like, whatever. And so we go eat and he calls us back. And he's like, hey, you can jump now if you guys come. So we were eating Chattanooga, so we came back. Literally, he's like, all right, put in your harness, let's go. And that's only instruction we had. They're like, pull your head back, and then just hang out, It was,
The only instruction was swipe your credit card there. Call your loved ones.
Let's go.
yeah. And so this was like, we watched like a 15-minute video about all the ways that things could go wrong, and we can't sue if we die, and we had to sign this thing away, and then like this big long instruction, and then it was far more professional.
Yeah, super
than,
professional.
crazy. We call it Crazy Dave's. It's Skydive Chattanooga, but you're just like,
In a cool group. Like the dude he was attached to is the
yeah.
fastest head down flyer in the Army and the 3rd in the country.
third in
Wow.
the world.
World.
Right?
3rd in the world.
In the
Okay, so
world.
he's gone over 300 miles an hour head down out of an airplane.
Like 10,000 jumps or something.
Yeah.
So experienced. Ace.
Yep.
What a great
Ace.
name.
Such a good
What a great name for
Ace.
dude
Good
jumps out of
military
planes.
name and a great.
So what should I call you? Ace.
Yeah.
What's your real name? Don't worry about that.
Yeah, and then we had to wear jumpsuits, where we
Yep.
didn't wear jumpsuits for Crazy Dave's.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
You look good though. You look
I
sharp.
will say, anybody who does tandem, make sure you get your stuff in order before they put the
Harness on.
harness
Your
on
stuff,
you.
yes.
Because once the harness is on, you ain't moving your stuff.
It's Guy's show.
Yeah.
Guys,
Gotcha.
And then there's a lot of, let's say, pressure when you exit the aircraft.
That's the worst part is when they open the canopy, it's like, okay, all right, now we're all riding on your sit bones, So
Tasia was more afraid under canopy than
what
she
she
was
said.
jumping out, and she asked Ace
To talk to her.
to talk to her about his family. So
Calm her down.
yeah, so she's asking about his children, and he said that's the first time in 10,000 jumps anybody's ever asked that, and the most he's ever talked on the way down,
That's amazing.
telling about his children and his family.
So I find that the comforting part. Like for me, the scariest part is not jumping out of the airplane. It's not the free fall. It's the 3 seconds between deploying the chute and the chute opening. You know, and then once the chute's open, you're like, right, let's enjoy this. Yeah.
Well, you have a bunch of jumps like solo.
They got 25.
Yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah. But that's like where you get your A license, like your first license. And the only thing I didn't do was learn to pack my parachute. And I guess like ran out
Who
of
wants
time
to do
and
that?
money.
Just
Yeah,
make
exactly.
somebody else pack their parachute.
That guy did it for me every time.
Yeah.
Why do I need to do it?
No. Can I stay at 25 jumps?
Exactly.
What's the difference, like going out by yourself? You know, like
Astronomical, man. And so I did a tandem on my 18th birthday, and then I went straight into that program, which is your first 7 are called AFF, accelerated free fall, and you jump out with 2 instructors, and so they're flagged out on either side. So like you could screw it up, but like one's on your leg and one's up here. So if you start like getting topsy turvy, they stabilize you. And when you deploy your chute, you've got somebody in your headset kind of telling you where to go and how to navigate the wind and whatnot. But yeah, and then you just progress and progress and progress. But that first jump out, it's against all instincts, you know?
yeah, 100%.
And you got to do like you tried to jump out, and they were like, no, wait, because they're all in cadence. And so you do like a 1, 2, and then you're supposed to let go. And so I'm on the airplane wing of like this shitty little Cessna, and I'm like, if I don't let go when I'm supposed to, they're going to be
Everybody
gone.
else is
So
gone.
like my training wheels are gone. I'm going to be
Right.
alone. So you have to jump. So this is thrilling. It's really thrilling.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Yeah. And then once you get like to 18 or whatever, they'll let you just punch holes in the sky. You got no instructor. Or they'll do fun stuff where they're like teaching you how to navigate free fall. So you like chase them or try and mirror them or play games in the air. And
So
that's
here's
what's,
a
like,
dude
really
question
cool.
for you.
Yeah.
How much money would it take for you to point break it,
$1,000.
throw the chute out, and then you jump and you got to go get it, put it on, and then pull it?
How much money?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you could have the guys going down with you just for absolute emergencies, but like
Oh, really? So like they're there.
they're there.
You're
Kids-
chasing a
kids are out
chute?
of the
Is that what
house?
you're saying?
Or like,
No, I'm saying, yeah, your chute's not on.
Right.
You throw it out the plane, then
Is
you
that
got to
even
jump.
possible?
I mean, I doubt anyone's going to let you do it, but the movies did it.
What's his face? Nitro Circus.
he did.
Pastrana did it.
He
Yeah,
jumped
you're
out
right.
and then grabbed onto somebody, and then they pulled the chute. That's insane.
That's-
So I'm
That
saying
is
if somebody's like, "Hey, I'll give you $100,000 to do this. Cash in a bag, no taxes." You trying it?
I would try it.
For $100,000?
No,
Let my
not
kids
me.
get a little older, and then yes.
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like kids out of the
18.
house.
When,
Not
when
even.
Violet's 18, yes.
Not even.
I'll do it.
I will mess that up.
I think
no
that'd be
way.
pretty intense.
Diagnosed with some awful disease and is terminal. Absolutely. Like set my family up, you know, like
I just may not grab it. Just
Right.
money's
take it to
delivered
the
no matter
ground.
what.
Ben's price just to jump out of a plane tandem is $20,000.
Yeah, he's not doing it.
Oh, tell him about the
Oh, I'd do it in a heartbeat.
tell him
I
about
used
the
to be
logic that
scared.
Ben used.
Oh,
are we able to
I've given
publish
this
it?
argument so many times now.
Can
It's
we
like,
talk about the hypothetical?
What was it?
The Would You Rather game about you
Will your
jumping
wife-
out of an airplane?
Yeah, will your wife watch this?
Oh yeah. I mean, obviously, like if she was gonna die, I would do it. But like,
So
I
the
would,
hypothetical was, how much money? No. Would you
Would you rather do
would you
this?
rather jump out of a plane with a parachute or push your wife out of a plane without a parachute?
And there was,
Ben-
there was
Ben's
an,
like,
there was an authentic pause.
Ben's like,
I'm going to consider this.
is it over water? And we're like, that doesn't matter, man. At 13,000 feet,
That's
Water's
everything's
concrete,
concrete,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
He's like, no. But really, is she over water?
I mean, because then you could like play.
There is no.
Because
You
then I could play the
nothing,
card
no.
like, oh, I didn't know it was like concrete. Like I didn't know she was gonna die. Like I thought she would just like jump off a
Plausible
diving board.
deniability.
Yeah,
It's
so
fine.
That's so awesome.
People started telling about surface tension. He just covered his ears.
Right,
la, la,
right.
la, 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 la.
Yeah, just throw a sledgehammer before and break the surface tension of
Exactly.
the water.
Yeah. Or,
Mythbusters, it doesn't
yeah.
work. They tried that.
Dang. Put a helmet on her or something. I don't know.
That'll help.
Yeah.
Yeah, what about the guy, we've talked about it several times, I think, on podcasts, with the stratosphere jump. And like, there's
Felix
no,
Baumgartner.
there's no resistance, so he's just tumbling, and they're like freaking out because he's just tumbling. Because if he blacks out, he's done.
And it was live stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Crazy.
Epic. That was epic.
Saw a dude
Did you
jump out
live?
of a plane and then
Yeah.
land in a net.
And then the first time when they tested it with a dummy, straight through the net.
Crazy.
Crazy.
It's not a
He
good
jumped
idea.
out with his brothers, I think, was the story, and then they pulled their chutes, and he went all the
Kept
rest of the
going
way
all
down,
the way
to that
down to
net.
the net. No parachute whatsoever. Insane.
So what's
Well,
that number? How much?
For him?
Do I get to practice first, or is it cold
Yeah.
try?
I don't know how you practice that without jumping out
Well, you
of an
just got,
airplane.
I feel like the biggest problem for me is
The angle.
navigating and
the-
doing, figuring out my body position in the air.
It was like, I've seen his practice stuff. It's definitely the movement, because it was I think it was at 1,000 feet where he flipped onto his back.
Yeah.
And that's harder than it sounds, right? Because I'm sure if you just landed like this, it's still like
So he goes the
scorpion-y, right?
rest. He goes 1,000 feet without being able to see.
Ugh.
Just
Yeah.
looking up, hoping it works
So
out.
remember, 1,000 feet, you're falling at 18 feet per second squared or whatever the hell it is, right?
Terminal velocity.
You're moving.
That's crazy, man.
And then the wind gusts, like if it's super, obviously they're probably not doing it if it's windy that day, but man.
Who's the first dude to do this, or gal, or whoever it was
think
back
it
in
was
the
a
day?
good
It was like,
idea.
hey, let's pack a chute and jump out of a plane and try and see if this works.
Better be somebody in the army.
I was going to say, it
Bet.
had to be military.
Yeah.
Ben and I
And
were
it wasn't
talking
like,
about that.
It wasn't like, let's do this. It was like, hey,
We
you know
have
what you're
to
going
do
to do?
this.
I'm going to kick you out.
Wonder-
Don't worry, I'll give you a sheet.
Hey,
Yeah.
we
It's
have
gonna-
this thing called Google. Let's see when the first skydive was. Yeah, I can't believe Ben though. 20 grand, man. Have you been skydiving?
Never.
Would you do it?
100%.
All right.
That's worth
Let's
doing.
learn. Let's do it by
I
ourselves.
would like to try going on my own. I
Let's
would
do
really
it.
like
I'm
to
in.
do that. Yeah.
It's a blast.
Can we?
And
if we
I'm
go
telling you,
down,
thrilling, dude. And
to-
then you get to do we get to do different aircraft. So like I went to Texas and Florida, and in both of those I got to jump out of a sky van where just the ass falls out. It's like a mini C-130.
man, that would be
and
awesome.
so boop, it goes
You
down,
run
and you're
and jump.
looking 12,000 feet down to the ground.
You
So,
just
coolest
run
exit
out the
ever.
back and
if we
jump.
go down to skydive Chattanooga, could we do it? Could we learn enough to jump by ourselves in a day?
Ground. You have to do like probably 6 hours of ground school. I
Yeah, that's what I'm
think.
saying. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if we go to Crazy Days for that though.
yeah, maybe we look at a different one.
I don't know.
It's
Skydive Chattanooga.
I'm probably going to go ahead with the tandem my first time.
No.
But
You're
here's
not gonna. That's the thing is you don't learn anything on a tandem. You're literally just.
Well, I just want to know. I just want to know the feeling when your
Yeah.
toes are on the edge of the plane.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
True story though. Like the place that I went to in Texas, it was in a woman's field, and it was a crappy little Cessna, like 108 or something, and which eventually crashed. Like after I was long gone.
Solid.
But it was like a POS plane. Like literally, the pilot was sitting on a parachute just in case. And I'm like, that's not confidence invoking. And it would take like 45 minutes to get up to altitude. Like that plane we took the other day was just like,
sucks
"Wah."
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was great. That was nice
Yeah.
because the planes that I've been to, you have to do these like S's to get up to height.
Getting seasick, just waiting. Like,
Yeah, this last one was like, okay, we're there. So, inventor Louis Sebastian Lormond made the first ever recorded successful parachute jump with a rigged frame cloth parachute 14 feet in diameter. I don't know if this counts, though. He didn't jump from a hot air balloon, though. He jumped out of a tree. That doesn't count. So it says the first ever parachute jump of note is made by Andre Jacques Gernerin from a hydrogen balloon 3,200 feet above Paris. I count that one. That's the History Channel.
What year is this?
That first one was in 1783.
Wow.
This next one was in the one that Leonardo da Vinci conceived the idea of a parachute during the French. This was during the French Revolution. In 1797, he completed his first parachute jump.
what a gangster. Like, imagine how popular that guy was.
Man.
You know?
I bet his Instagram
And then he's
was
relinquished to
sick.
like some random Wikipedia article.
His Instagram.
Like I was just fine. You were in front of me,
Yeah.
and I was totally cool until that door went up and you disappeared.
yes.
And I was
Yes.
like, "Holy, this is real."
Yep.
And then just that 1001, 1002 when you're falling,
Yep.
and you're like flying, falling.
Yep.
It's all confusing.
Yep. So much trust in equipment.
Wow.
It's like rock climbing, you know, where you're like, okay, so this rope right here, huh? Rated to 1,000 pounds.
Free
eh?
solo.
Got it.
You've seen Free Solo?
Yeah, actually,
You've seen Free
there's a-
Solo?
That's such a great documentary.
That gets my stomach. Where
Oh,
I'm like,
my
when he does the
nerves.
kick, the
Yeah.
karate kick, you're like,
There's now a woman who's followed in his footsteps. She did it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Recently.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
recently.
that's epic.
Yep. Because it looks just completely impossible. And he was obviously one of a kind.
yeah.
To be able to manage your emotions in that kind of space, and to be like, and I think they talked about him maybe having, I think
Yeah.
he's a screw loose, literally.
Yeah.
Like,
I think, yeah.
More like on the spectrum of autism, I think
Right,
is what they're trying to
right,
describe.
right.
Should we take a call from Scott Vandersloot?
What does Scott have to say?
Probably going to publish this video. You want to talk to him?
Yeah, go for it.
Hey, Scott, you're on speakerphone on the podcast. Keep it appropriate.
1 o'clock or 1:15?
What do you guys for the
12:45.
You have a an appointment
Haircut at 1.
at 1.
So there he is.
So what did you say? What were the options?
Scott is one of the cameramen
We
at
could push it longer,
Mayhem.
1:15 or later even.
Do you need me for that?
Well, I just think we're gonna premiere it.
Oh, so you want me on there to
It'd be
talk?
cool. You'd be cool. Yeah.
I think I can
maybe-
probably talk while I'm getting my haircut, right?
That would be awesome.
Do I just log on to YouTube and just
Well, I think you
comment?
could go like Instagram live and just
Oh.
be like, "Yo, go to the YouTube." Why don't we say 2 o'clock?
Just go 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock?
Yeah.
All right, 2 o'clock it is.
You got anything to say like that's meaningful?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, yeah,
yeah.
correct
Well,
answer.
As I suspected. Later. That man, the intro stuff to that video came out really cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. And the Army's thrilled too, man.
Yeah, it was fun.
You know,
It
I
was
was
good time.
like,
Yeah, we got a
like, I
lot
hope
of
people-
content
Yeah.
out of that.
yeah,
That's a once in a lifetime deal to get to be close to people who are that professional and who are that excellent at
I'm
their
telling you,
craft.
that Green
you know?
Beret thing, where we were just not thing, but when they were clearing the house and all, just how professional they were, and that was awesome.
yeah.
That's my first ever man crush. I'm just gonna come right out and say it.
Yeah.
Like to be around those 3 dudes.
Yes.
I was just like, you're the man.
Amen.
Like,
I
4
agree.
dudes if you count
Yeah.
the gunny too. The gunny, even
That-
though
that's-
he was just like been there, done that. I taught these guys everything. That was fun.
He was cool too.
And there's-
Yeah, we got to go with this with the Green Berets, and they took us to a range that was a kill house, effectively, right? Like it was a indoor thing, and they demonstrated for us like a tactical approach to an enemy combatant's house where they were like going to try and do a bag him and take him home. And it was really, really, really cool because they were all good teachers. They were all super knowledgeable and well spoken, and then they were just absolute badasses once they actually got their feet on the ground.
And then I think once they figured out we were there and actually cared to learn, then
Yeah.
they were even better. Like, because at first, I think they're kind of like, they probably see people that are just there to like,
Fanboy.
Yeah.
Where we were like, hey, what are we looking at here? And they really got into like teacher mode. It was
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Did you put that helmet on?
No, I never did.
Oh, dude. Did you? Their helmets, like, it enhances the sound.
Oh,
you could
you're
hear
talking about
everyone's
the-
footsteps
yeah,
in the
yeah.
room.
Yeah.
But if an explosion went off, it deafened it.
Yeah.
So
It's got like a certain decibel thing.
31
to where-
dB.
Yeah, so where if it gets above a certain thing, it blocks it out. But everything else is just kind of like you just hear everything.
Yeah.
So you could hear the footsteps. Somebody steps on a twig or something. You know
Anything.
somebody's around.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What was really cool was that and talking to that colonel, he was saying that, a lot of people who come and are touring, not necessarily do they all want to be there.
Right,
It's more
right.
kind of just showing dignitaries around or whatever, but they were really excited to be there because of who you were fitness-wise.
Right.
So they were all jazzed about being
It
there.
was awesome. It was incredible.
They were the instructors for
Yeah.
the Green Berets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those 3 dudes were the dudes.
It was awesome. It was a lot of fun and just cool to like, you see stuff in movies and they're like, that's all BS. Like this is like
Yeah.
just talking about how they scan rooms and like work from hallways and different things. And then you're looking at, cause they had paper targets. So they have hostile and non-hostile, and just seeing the placement of like where the shots were. You're like, okay,
Yeah.
like there's 3 guys and all 3 of their bullets are within all 3. Like they probably shot 2 or 3 in each target each. And all 12 shots are like this.
Their patterns are tight.
Insane.
Yeah.
They're talking
last-
like, if you're, we aim at top of the forehead and it drops below their eyes, or we aim at their mouth and it goes right through their, throat, and you're like, all right.
The variants.
Yeah.
They were telling me that to qualify where they're at, you go through these courses, and the last course, one mistake and you're out.
Wow.
It's a 4-week course, and one mistake and you're out.
That's crazy.
That's how good those dudes are.
Yeah.
That was amazing to think about. It's almost like, I don't know, choreographed, like, I don't know.
A dance.
A dance,
really
maybe.
was.
Like,
yeah, lack
to
of
go
better
through
terms.
there.
Yeah, because they're just like, there's 3 guys and they're, scanning here, coming back. One guy's in the middle, he's scanning. They said T cross barrels.
Yeah.
Tasia was like,
do you guys really cross barrels?
actually touch barrels? That was so funny.
Those are the moments
Never
where-
cross the streams.
Never touch barrels and never cross streams.
Those are the moments when I was like, nope, couldn't do it. I was like, I'd go through these like, oh man, I could totally do this, and then I'd like laugh at a like little kid joke like that, and I'd be like,
Yeah.
no, I can't do it.
Well, isn't it amazing that there are men and women in this country that sign up to do that,
Yeah.
to serve in
And
that
then
manner,
for people
right?
to talk trash about, like we were saying, like just on a random post, but on a post, there's comments that people are like, they're not protecting anybody. You're like, get out of here, you moron. Like, I hate that.
They do things for this country and each and every one of us that we'll never know about.
No.
It's a thankless job.
And by the way, it's like, hey, if you're going to post a picture of me, please block out my face.
Yeah,
because
I did notice there was one where some of those people were blacked out.
I can't be recognized. And you're like, oh, dude.
One of the parts that stood out to me when they were describing, clearing a house was the rules of engagement.
Oh, yeah.
And talking about, like war crimes, the efficacy, and how they have to approach that. And when they leave that room, they don't come back.
Because they have to make sure if somebody's down after they've shot them, they can't shoot them again from a different angle because they could be charged with a war crime. And you're just like, what?
But the point I thought was amazing is there are rules to what they're doing.
Yeah,
they're not just going there and blowing shit up. They're paying attention to all of that as they do that.
Yeah. And what was the term for the way that they had, at least the one dude had entered the military from the street straight into Green Berets?
Yeah, so you can...
I forget what it was called, but that was really impressive to me too. He was like, he was a guy living a different life, and he was like, nope, I think I want to be like the best of the best. And just signed up. Yep.
If you just enlist, then you may or may not get a chance at Rangers or at Special Forces, and there's all the stuff you have to go through. And now in the recruiting world, if you're qualified, they'll give you a straight shot at, it's called the Q course. Mm-hmm. And they're not guaranteeing you're going to be a Green Beret, but you're going to at least get the opportunity to test.
Yeah.
Where a lot of other guys get in and they want to do it, and they never, even because of politics or jobs or openings, they don't ever get the chance to do it. So
you saw my other jackass moment, I think. I feel like we locked eyes so they gave me the...
That was cool.
That was cool.
It was really cool.
He's like, who wants to talk on the radio? I was like, this guy likes to talk.
For sure.
This guy likes to hear himself talk.
So I got to call it in, right? And so we're on a balcony overlooking, and they're going to breach the door.
You almost dropped the radio.
And so they come in and they're sneaking, they're all in like formation and they're ready to breach the door. And he's telling me what to say on the thing, and there was a little bit of a break in the action. So I go to take a cell phone picture, and I swear to God, I almost dropped my cell phone onto the dude's head. And I was like, I'm an idiot.
but bro,
reaction.
It was legit though, because it was falling from your hand.
Yes.
And then you caught it.
Yeah. I'm basically
got that thing. It was awesome.
That's such a this generation moment, right?
Yeah,
like
totally.
I'm learning how to clear rooms
I
and
don't
blow
want to
shit
watch
up.
this. I want to watch it on my phone.
But Reed, who was our POC for media for 5th Battalion, or 5th Group, he was really cool. The first thing he said to me, I don't know if you heard this, when we were walking to the helicopters, he was like, I'll be the one taking photos, so I suggest you put your cell phones away and live life through your eyes and not through the lens.
Yep.
And I was like, thank you.
Good call.
Yeah, right.
Very cool.
Good call.
Good call, Reed. Say that again.
Let me document this.
I didn't know my phone.
I'm live. Say that again.
Funny thing is, on the tandem jump, he tried to stay live for my Instagram, and it got to about 9,000 feet.
We made it a long time.
Yeah.
So that was great, and then it just went dead.
Something about cell phone service at a certain range.
Details.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
So
I don't know about this stuff. I'm not a Green Beret.
those were the
shake
golden
it.
nights.
Yeah. Hey, effectively, that never happened.
It never happened, but it did happen. If you ask Scott and how great he is, so I'll tell him.
Tell the story.
I'll tell him myself. So, got one shot for this take, and anytime it's planned, it's the worst thing ever. I can talk to a camera, no problem, until you give me a script that I have to hit, because then it's just my brain's just like blah.
Don't mess up. Don't mess up. Don't mess up.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. And so, about to jump out of the plane, Rory wants me to say, hey, we're here hanging out with U.S. Army Warrior Fitness. These guys are the Golden Knights. Welcome to the show, right? Easy enough to say on the ground here. I got one chance to say it. It's loud. I say, hey, we're here with U.S. Army Warrior Fitness. These guys are the Black Knights. Welcome to the show. The Black Knights are the Army
West Point.
Yes, the football
West Point,
team.
the academy.
And like a standard bad guy in most movies with kids' soccer games or whatever, you know? So,
Yeah. Easy.
Sorry.
So, screwed it up. And, of course, Scott, camera guy, you screwed it up, blah, blah, blah. Rory's like, you hit it all except for you said and I didn't even catch it. I was just like, all right, here we go, jumping out of a plane, you know? And
Otherwise, knocked it out of the park. Like, most people standing in the doorway of the thing looking at the camera would just be like, hi! Hey!
Details, man.
Just dub Golden over it.
So Scott
where
took
it's like
some,
that really bad Netflix show where
Golden.
you'll see. You tell
But
the
so
words
Scott
not right.
took different mic. He did a great job. But he has,
put some wind noise in there.
but in true camera guy fashion, has to rub it in your face a million times that you screwed up the line. And
I don't even think that's true. That is unique to Scott.
No,
Scott is
Scott likes-
unafraid to just talk shit.
so Rory's like, "What did you say to me?" He's like, "Hey, shut up! Like, tell Scott to suck it or something because speaking lines is incredibly hard or whatever." And I was just like, "Scott, shut up."
The best Scott story though is during the football
game. I wanted to strangle him.
How many times did you tell him, get out of the way? He never listened. He's
the
right in the
footage
middle of
was
the
good.
action. This dude is getting the shot.
This is
Like,
on
yeah.
The
Ultimate football.
the Mayhem versus Army football game. It wouldn't be so bad if Scott wasn't wearing the same clothes that we're all wearing.
Yeah.
And it's quick, like you're trying to get rid of the ball quick because people are on you. You got a stall count, whatever. And Scott's
And the stakes were high.
bragging rights. And so Scott's literally just in your face, and you're like, Scott, move! And then Rory yelled at Ben one time.
I tossed it to Ben one time.
Because
He's like,
Ben's outside the playing field, but he's, you see, you're just going for it. And so
We're all in the official Mayhem uniform.
Yeah.
You know, this is like corner of your eye. Anybody is anybody.
yeah, so we're gonna have to, when we do that again, we're gonna have to wear like media
Yeah.
pennies or something like
Actually,
that.
you know what? From
Pennies.
now on, we should just make Ben and Scott wear like referee stripes.
Yeah, that's what
Even if it's out of context, it doesn't make sense. Just always.
But I did, from the outside, as the person running the clock, I was impressed that he did not listen to you, and
No,
he stayed
he
in
did
there,
not.
and he got the shot.
Here's
Like,
another unique Scott thing. You should ask him. He's like, yeah, I wanted to see how many times I could do it until Rich got really, really pissed. It's like, you're a bold man.
One for the home team.
yeah. And then we did this like partner workout in the garage at the end of the day, kind of fun, but whatever. And Chandler and Murph beat us by like 5 push-ups in a 12-minute AMRAP. We finished, and Scott, who's a Mayhem employee, goes, "One for the home team." And you just have to know Scott. He's just like this. And so I was pissed. I was like, F you, Scott. Get out of here. Whose team are you on? Like, well, it's one for the home team. And I was like, I hate you. So that's all I was thinking about when we were playing football. I was like, I can't let Scott say another one for the home team.
Well, Scott got his, and he is at home now with the COVIDs.
He got the Rona.
He got the Rona.
I think Scott had the Rona when we all had the Rona since he was with us on that trip. And I think he's just...
Yeah, dude, they say, I mean, I've heard anything from 6 weeks, 45 days, like people are testing positive.
Yeah, he's
Not going back to
asymptomatic. We all had it a month and a half ago now. And Scott was like, I need to get it.
Thumping his chest.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, he's walking around.
Meanwhile, he's walking
super
around
spreader
spreading
Scott.
it everywhere. Yeah. He said, well, I never had any symptoms.
But
This
he
is my
has
Scott
the
voice, but-
antibodies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all have antibodies, but yeah. So
I didn't get. I was pissed. My wife had it. Spent.
your wife had it. We all had it.
Spent the whole quarantine, and I got blood drawn. No antibodies. Not that we even know what those do anymore.
No,
you know? It's
really.
like
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe at this point.
Jim,
that
how many
I-
tests have you had? Anytime Jim hears of anybody that was mildly
pincushion.
close to, he's got these rapid tests. He's got a buddy that gets them. He's like, oh, I'm going to go test myself. Probably about 15
Yeah,
plus or minus.
That's
Is that,
about-
is
that's
that the
probably
over
close.
under? What's the
That's,
over under?
that's probably over, but yeah.
Okay.
Have your kids had to be tested yet? Anyone's?
Lakeland did once.
Did they do the full nasal swab
Yes.
test?
Yeah,
Oh,
Lakeland.
we had to do that to get into the Northeast for our fall break. We went up to Maine and to watch Charlie and Brooklyn just be like,
Lakeland wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Hillary, she had to get her something with her teeth done, and she hated the dentist. She had a bad experience, and so she had to have like the surgery dentistry stuff.
Yeah.
And they had to do a swab, and she not having it. The guy was like, "Just go. I got enough."
yeah.
Yeah.
They both, both nostrils, 10 seconds, they twist, and pulled it out, and you get that burning sensation.
I haven't done the nose swab one. We've only done the blood. We've got these rapid ones that work or don't work. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, does anyone work now? Like,
Right. Well, we had to do a nose swab for Alaska, but I don't know if we just luck of the draw or whatever. But where we went, it was gentle. It was just like a little scrape inside.
No,
the
we
nose.
did the
Okay,
same
so
thing.
there's 2 types. Yeah, there's some that they just basically do the inside of your nose, like if you had a runny nose, like
Yeah.
up in there. The ones we had was like the long swab,
The
all
one
the
they
way
do
up.
here at the health clinic or whatever. That's
Yeah.
that one.
So they go all the way up
Put a
as
foot
far
on
as
your
it'll
face and
go.
just jam it in
Yeah,
there.
and they have to twist it like 10 times. And like for the girl, she was like 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm like, pull it out.
Dad, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. You're hurting my child.
Yeah, the water's so muddied on all that now that who knows,
knows?
right? Who knows?
we had to bring this whole podcast down with COVID talk.
Let's change it.
All right, moving
Free
on.
Britney?
No, it's
Ben,
over.
where you at?
No.
You still over that?
It's over. Brittany's appeal was denied.
Yeah,
She's
as
her
it should
father
be.
still has custody of her.
Yep, as it
Ben's a
should be.
conspiracy theorist. He believes in the whole Free Britney thing.
I'm not a conspiracy theorist, conspiracy factuist.
Oh,
I believe in the facts,
factuist.
not the conspiracy.
Did you say
Confidence.
fascist or factuist?
Factuist. I don't know if that's a word, but
Say good.
I like
is
it.
now.
It is
Yeah,
now.
I made it.
Factuist.
That's going to be on the back of your
Hillary
referee
got
jersey.
deep into the Free Britney stuff.
did she?
Yeah.
She believed me?
I don't know where she stands. Hillary's a flip
I tell you what really ruined it was like when Paris Hilton got involved.
Yeah.
I mean, how reliable is she? And she's out here like,
Bring me up to
I'm
speed.
gonna go save her.
I can't
I'm
even
like,
believe you mentioned the word reliable
Not
and
even
Paris
talking
Hilton in the
No,
same
it's just,
sentence.
it's an amazing
I'm saying, yeah,
story.
she's definitely not
Oh, okay.
reliable.
All right.
Do you know anything about it?
0. Bring me up.
So apparently her dad, Britney's dad, is basically in charge of.
Whoa,
her.
let's back up. Let's back way up here.
Oh,
About 6 months ago, when I said Britney Spears was in trouble, something was going on, she's acting weird, and everybody's like, Britney Spears.
We're talking about Britney Spears?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's like,
Fantastic.
Britney.
Baby,
Everyone's like,
one more
Britney
time.
Spears.
Fantastic.
What do
I like
you
it
mean?
already.
I'm like, guys, something's wrong. And then 3 months later, it's all over the news. Britney Spears is in trouble. She needs help. Her father is controlling her assets, making her make appearances when she doesn't
personally,
want
from the
to.
outside-
She has like 6 couches in her living room. That's weird to me, but that was never talked
It's weird
about.
to me that you know about Britney Spears
Yeah.
6
Right?
months in advance of everyone else. What were you doing?
yeah.
Why
Why you
Instagram, man?
Why
You're
you
like
pay-
the Daniel. What's the guy? InfoWars guy. What's his
yeah.
name?
Alex Jones.
You're the Alex Jones
Yeah.
of Britney Spears talk.
Well,
Yeah.
you look a lot like Alex Jones. I told you
I've
that on
heard
Instagram.
that several
Yeah.
times.
Jack Alex Jones. Jack Alex
I'm
Jones.
glad that's now on the podcast because I get tagged in that shit all the time.
Now it's gonna get even worse.
I'm actually going to title this video Alex Jones on Froning and Friends podcast. We'll get a million hits.
Clickbait, do it.
That's awesome.
What else? Oh, let's go back to Mayhem Monday, cousin bonding back in like, what, January? I said, hey, Rich, this COVID thing is starting to take over. It's getting out of hand. You're like, Ben, don't be ridiculous. It's not
No,
going
I
to
knew it
affect
was
any
gonna
of
get-
us.
it-
Okay, no. This was back when there was like 1 case in America, and I said something. And 3
One
months
case in
later,
America.
we're on a nationwide shutdown.
Yeah, but you went way deep in saying I'm not going to bring it on the podcast because we'll get crucified. So I'm not going to talk about it.
But I
We'll
called
talk about it once
But
the
I can't
camera's
wait to hear about it.
I called it. Darren even called me and told me, he's like, Ben, you were so right. I can't believe I didn't listen to you. I'm never going to make that mistake again.
Okay, don't even. No, because hold on. Well, in 2 minutes when
All
this
right, so
podcast
back
is
to
over.
back to
Sorry.
Britney.
Yeah.
Sorry, yes, back to Brittany.
She is definitely under the influence of a
She
lot
needs-
of chemicals.
I feel like she needs her father.
That was
to
always kind of her
make
charm,
sure-
though.
Huh?
That was her charm always, though.
Yeah,
you know?
true.
I feel like she needs her father to help her out and manage her stuff correctly.
Yes.
That's the only thing that I'm saying with that. Whole
Do not free Britney. Don't.
Well, if he is truly doing that, now if he's like holding her back
Right.
or
But
keeping
it's
her
in the-
locked in that
But it's in the
mansion,
He
courts,
is,
right?
he is.
But
She's
is
like
it in the
Rapunzel.
courts? Is it in the courts?
No, it's over. They
Okay,
said,
so-
nope, you're
so
too
it's been
crazy.
adjudicated.
But
So-
her father drugs her, though. He's the one that puts her on the medicine.
Okay, but did they have any factual evidence to back up what you're
Top-
talking about?
Well, how
Top
ca-
3
that's
things
what
I
she's
thought
trying
we
to
would
do.
not
She's
talk
trying to
about on
like,
the Dudes podcast.
she's trying to bring it to them, but her father's keeping her sedated. And I would imagine if you're sedated, it's hard to like bring, the facts to it.
No, Ben.
No.
There's
Yeah.
a court system for a reason.
She has nobody representing her. That's the problem.
Right.
Yeah.
She is a good
Did
representative.
you go there? Were you there for the proceedings?
I've looked into it.
oh, you,
She
On the
doesn't-
web.
she doesn't
It's
have
on
a-
the internet. I've looked at it on the internet.
Hey, if I could go represent her,
How many of your hours should we count towards your Britney research? Should we just pull those back?
I mean,
I feel like you should not be paying attention to any of Britney's assets.
at least every time I take a dump here. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll look it up.
Who cares?
Who cares?
Exactly.
Who cares?
Wow.
She only gets like $1,500 a month or something to herself. Her father banks the rest of it.
Have you ever actually looked at her
Stoked in
Instagram?
retirement.
Yes.
Kristen
Hillary
showed me her
Hillary
Instagram.
shows me it too, and I'm like,
Yeah.
yep, she needs her father. She needs somebody to be watching out for her.
For sure.
yeah,
Love her heart.
he's mad.
Is that what you say in
He's
the South?
upset.
What?
upset.
I'm
Isn't that
upset.
what
I'll
you say in the
send her
South?
back
Bless
the
her
mic.
heart. Bless her heart. Bless her heart.
Man.
Just say, hey, everybody needs some help. It's okay.
I mean, amen. But she needs help getting out of her situation. That's
I wish
what
I had
she
somebody
needs.
running my life. Wait, I do. Never mind.
Let's get Britney on the podcast.
Her father wouldn't let it happen. He wouldn't.
We'll
he
contact
wouldn't
that.
Let's
fly
get
us
her
here.
father
Yeah.
on here.
Let's get
Just-
dad
It's even
on.
better.
Hit her up
Yes.
on Instagram Live.
Yep.
You know,
I can't. I'd probably be put in jail.
Hit her baby one more time.
Hit her up, baby, one more
It
time.
would end well.
Yeah.
He's not a good man.
What's going on with coffee stuff?
Coffee stuff.
There's a lot of movement in the coffee shop, it seems
Working
like.
on getting some of our own beans and
Yeah.
selling some of our stuff online. We're not there yet. I want to get some flavors, some origins dialed in, and
You tried some yesterday.
tried some yesterday.
What were the highlights?
So, problem is, I need some time between tastes, like the whole cupping thing and cleansing your palate. We're just literally going from one coffee to the next, and I can't really, like, the difference. You can't taste a ton of difference. So what I've been doing is this week testing a couple different each morning, or one each morning
at home,
and then writing some stuff down about them. Yes, correct.
Okay.
And I can control all the variables on
Got
that.
it.
What kind of palate do you have when it comes to coffee? Are you a more floral fan?
So I do like a little bit of both. Like I like a Guatemalan is my favorite. Probably it's a little bit more chill, but I do like we had like a Yirgacheffe or some type of African or Kenyan. I do like to mix in a little floral every once, or a little, like, I think of it fruity, I guess. I hate looking at bags where it's like, oh, it has notes of this, this, and this, and I don't taste any of that. I more taste like, all right, a more chill, kind of like South American usually, and then Africa I think of as like a little bit brighter.
I want one that just says bitter.
Bitter.
Because I like black bitter coffee.
You like dark roast then?
I like dark roast, light roast, doesn't matter.
See,
I
so
just
I like
want
light-
bitter,
you like
like
bitter.
coffee.
Yeah.
I don't want to taste the notes of this or that.
No, I don't
Like, want
ever really
coffee.
taste notes, you know? I'm just like, oh, that tastes a little bit more like
Words.
sour or a little bit
So
more.
you started with words I never hear: cupping, bright, floral. What else did you say?
Right. I knew it.
notes?
I knew it came hot or cold.
Yeah.
Notes.
For certain.
Yeah, but I feel like once you
Darker
really
or
dive
lighter?
into coffee and you like coffee, like I like coffee. I like good coffee. Now, like I started with zero knowledge of coffee whatsoever.
You started with hate.
Hate of coffee.
I'm going to be honest.
Hate.
For
Yeah.
hate.
Yeah. And
Double
I
hate.
would show up with like a gallon
For
of cold
coffee.
brew, and he'd be like, "Oh, it's so gross."
Yeah.
And then next thing I know, he's got a shop out front.
I know.
I like it now. I enjoy it. I enjoy trying to like learn a little bit. You know, like you can change the temperature of the water. You can change the ratios and all that type of stuff. I enjoy it. So it's kind of fun. Different.
Hot or cold? If you had one for the rest of your life,
Ooh, that's the only one that I can answer definitively. For me, it's hot.
If it would have
see,
been
I'd go cold.
3 months ago, I would have said 100% cold. But now I do like hot coffee. I like both. I mean, I don't know. They
That
each
wasn't
have their place. I know it does. I know that wasn't the answer, but I'm an equal opportunity drinker. Yeah, like I said, I used to really like cold. We did the snap chill, as long as it's not iced down. I'm not a huge cold brew fan. I like nitro cold brew, but I like what we do with snap chill because it's hot coffee, just flash chilled. I like that. So
They made me cold brew.
that's what I heard.
I'm so excited.
It
It
was
was
really
really
good.
good.
Mug there. That's a sweet
Yeah,
mug.
it was nice. I had my
Mayhem
cold brew in
Nation
it.
mug.
Yeah.
Cool.
We usually don't make that cold brew because
No.
it doesn't sell
Well,
as
we're
much as
getting
this.
a nitro
gonna
keg
be
and
awesome.
everything. So that's
Yes.
gonna be awesome. I like nitro.
It's awesome.
What about you?
Speaking.
Cold?
Cold.
Cold.
I
Jim?
used to go hot all the time, and now I'll even like buy pre-packaged cold brew just to have at the house. Make Michelle coffee in the morning because I always get up first, and I'll drink a whole bottle of cold brew throughout the day, and she can have the hot.
Nice.
You guys have a lot more like what I lovingly call like nerdy coffee shops near you, right?
Oh
like,
yeah.
there's almost
Third wave.
It was
Third
almost
wave
it was,
shops.
it was almost a requirement to make this one here
Yeah.
in Love Cookville.
Yeah.
But it's unique and
Yeah, we got like 3 or 4 probably nerdy coffee shops here now.
Barista Parlor,
sure.
Frothy Monkey, those are some good
Eighth.
ones.
Have you
Yes.
been to Eighth and Roast?
Yes.
Eighth and Roast, I think, is one of
Very
the best
good.
Nashville coffee shops. I love Eighth and Roast.
Yeah, very good.
So, Ben,
Yes,
got anything you want to say?
I do.
What?
This is coming out tomorrow, so it's appropriate to say we got a lot of Black Friday stuff
Black Friday
coming out
on Friday night.
on Friday night.
Yeah.
I didn't know when we were
Midnight.
releasing it.
We're
Yeah.
midnight on Friday because it's. I believe in the institution of Thanksgiving.
Is that shirt a Black Friday release, or is
I don't
that?
know.
this
Maybe.
one is.
Love it.
Do you know them offhand, Ben? Like what?
We got Prey hoodies. We've got a lot
No,
of
I mean like what kind of deals people can expect.
I do not know that.
If you sign
No.
up for the
It's all
Mayhem
over Instagram
Nation
right now.
email, you'll know all of that stuff.
Yeah, you'll
Yeah,
have
the
all that.
newsletter. Sign up for the newsletter.
Is that
You get
like
notification.
Okay, free
Like-
shipping on $100 or more. Win a free year of Mayhem Athlete. Win a free train with Rich. So those are just a few of the Black Friday things you can win. And then by signing up early, you get access early to the Black Friday collection by signing
Yes.
up. Yeah.
Yeah. It's limited, right? Too to only so many people.
Yep.
I don't know how many. Maybe 100. Sounds good.
It doesn't say, but that's good.
Yeah.
Create a little bit of some of the new
So
stuff
we're
is
releasing
really
this
cool.
on Thanksgiving.
I'm gonna release this tomorrow. Yeah. The cardcast. We can do the cardcast. I think.
Is it all right?
Audio is just kind of like. I think it's because you had a different mic. I don't know why the logistics, but I mean we can put that up next Thursday if you want.
Try it.
I feel like this would be a good one for tomorrow.
Yeah, it's good Thanksgiving. All right. Well, thanks for coming, Derek.
Hey, thanks for having me. Enjoyed it.
Yeah, to come back again.
If it launches on Thanksgiving, should you say something Thanksgiving-y?
Hey,
To then- to
everybody,
end?
enjoy Thanksgiving. with family. Wait to do Black Friday until Friday.
No doubt.
Happy Thanksgiving,
Mayhem
y'all.
Nation.
Thanksgiving. Mayhemnation.com. Shop.mayhemnation.com. I don't even know if is it /? I don't know. Ben, good?
Good.
All right. Peace.